Hello, parents and students. Welcome to distance learning. Today in this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the tools and applications that we're going to be using while we're in this distance learning process. So here you're going to see that I've created some Google Slides. These slides are going to be shared via email and through Google Classroom so that at any time if you want to reference back to this video or to the slides, they are there for you. So we're just going to kind of jump right in, and I'm going to be sharing some of the tools that we're going to be using during this time. So Google Classroom is one of the main sources that we're going to be using throughout this time period. And students, you are very familiar because we use it in our classroom almost daily, and you also use it in innovation class with Mrs. Reamer. So you're going to be the helpers as our parents learn how to manage this new app. So Google Classroom, it's kind of like a digital learning link that teachers can use to share different resources. Some of the benefits with Google Classroom is that you can use it anywhere, and it's very compatible with different devices. So whether it's an Android phone or an iPhone or a tablet or a desktop, Google Classroom is available on all of those different mediums. So to get started, I'm going to walk you through how you can access Google Classroom. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to need to open up a Chrome browser, and I'm going to do it in two different ways. I'm going to show you the slides, but then I'm also going to walk you through how your students are going to access it as well. So you're going to open up a Chrome browser, and it should take you on your devices to the landing page. On that landing page, you're going to notice over here on the right-hand side, there's a Google Apps Hub. We like to call it the waffle. By clicking on the waffle, it brings you to a lot of the different apps that are available to our students. Google Classroom is right there in that very first row. It's green and yellow. And if you click on this, this is where you're going to be able to see all the materials that I'm going to be posting throughout this time. On this page, you can see that I have a couple different classrooms that I'm a part of, and your students have a couple that they're a part of as well. But the one that I'm going to be using, it's called 5th grade Bennett 1920. So if you click on that link, it takes you to the classroom. So this is our Google Classroom. Up at the top, you can see that we have a class code, and that gets you to our classroom. So if you're ever not able to connect, I can reconnect you by giving you that classroom code. Up at the very top, you can see that there's a stream. The stream is where we're able to post our work and easily access different materials. Classwork is where I'm going to be posting all of our assignments. So on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see that there are topics that have already been created, and they're weekly. So you're going to be going to those weeks, and I'm going to be sharing different assignments during those different time periods, and that's how you can access the material during that time. Yours might look a little bit different, but I'm able to see the people that are connected. You're going to be able to see all the teachers that are a part of our Google Classroom, and then I'll just go on back to the stream. So this is Google Classroom and the platform that we are going to be using to post material. I'm going to click on back to my slides here. So again, your step-by-step, if you ever get confused on how to get there, there are slides right here that take you step-by-step how to get to Google Classroom. I want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be posting every single day. So every single day, I'm going to be assigning some slides, and on the slides, it's going to be the content that's needed for the students to complete their activities every single day. So here's an example of what you might see. So every day it's going to start with this welcome page. It's going to say the date, and it's going to give the address or the Gmail address for Mrs. Hoff and myself. So if you ever have questions or you're confused about something, you can always reference this very first slide for our contact information. On the second slide is always going to be our reading. So the three main subjects that are going to be taught every single day, you're going to have reading, there's going to be a writing assignment, there's going to be a math assignment, and there's going to be a content assignment. So I should say there's going to be 4 assignments every day. And there's going to be this landing page for all of those 4 major topics. So you're going to see here that there's a reading landing page. There's your writing landing page, your math landing page, and then a science landing page. And on those landing pages are all the activities and the instructions for the day. So on reading, for example, your to-dos, it takes you step by step. There are 6 activities. So it's watch the vocabulary, and then there's a little picture. If you click on that picture, everything is linked. So you would follow that link and the students would watch that video. Then there's a cartoon video that they're going to watch. Again, it's linked, so you could click that link and go watch that video. The reading activities that we're assigning, once you've gathered your materials from school in the bag, you're going to find 2 different textbooks. There's a literature anthology and there's a workshop book, and the students are very familiar with working with these textbooks. So it's going to tell you which textbook to use and which pages to read. And then usually there's going to be an instructional video that's going to be posted with it. Sometimes there's going to be an activity for students to do. And then if there's an activity for them to complete, they're always going to post on Seesaw. So Seesaw is a platform that we're going to be using to turn in material. So I'm going to click on Seesaw here because it's linked. And Seesaw allows students to share their thoughts, whether it's through a picture or journal writing, or there are lots of different ways that they can share their thoughts. So I'm going to be using this as my grading tool. So after every single activity, they're going to post whatever they've created onto Seesaw, and I'm going to use that to get a grade, which brings me now to grading. Grading is going to be as followed. I'm going to be doing a daily check-in. The daily check-in is going to include, I'm going to be putting their name, touching base with them throughout some time in the day, and then I'm going to be checking off the homework that they've posted to Seesaw. They're going to be completing quizzes every single day, which they're very familiar with because we do that on a normal day-to-day basis. And then checking off their reading task that they've posted to Seesaw as well. So every day I'm going to go through and check my Seesaw, check my quizzes, and that's how I'm going to get their attendance for the day, and that's how I'm going to be doing or marking their grades. Going back to what they're going to be seeing on a daily basis, here's my reading platform again. The activities are not only linked on the landing page, but there are also slides that they can go to and click through that have all the activities. And there's step-by-step instructions on what they're supposed to do for each of those activities. So that was a reading activity. Here's an example of what a writing activity might look like. And as you can see, there's the instructions, and then there's also going to be a video for each of those to explain. For math, again, here's an example of a landing page where they're going to watch a vocabulary video. They're going to watch some instruction. They're going to watch a guided practice video. The homework is there, and they're going to post that homework onto Seesaw. And then again, a quizzes assessment so that I can check for understanding. So I know that's a lot. If you ever have any questions, please make sure that you reach out. I would love to explain more. I'm definitely here to support all of you through this transitional time. Know that it's a learning curve for me here on my end as well, but I'm going to do my best to support you and make sure that we are here together to work through it. So this last slide that I'm showing you here right now is kind of the game plan that you can expect to see every single week. So there's the different content areas of reading, writing, math, and then science. And it kind of gives you a step-by-step of what we're going to be working through this very first week. The last slide on this Google presentation is a video if you want some more information on how to navigate Google Classroom. So as I said, if you ever need anything, please make sure that you reach out. My email is up here again on that very first slide of the landing page, wbennett@bhmschools.org. You can email me and I will make sure that I get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, you guys.